Welcome students. In today's video of digital signal processing, we will be discussing Chebyshev filter design. I guess most of the students are new to Chebyshev filter design, so there's no need to worry. You just follow along the steps mentioned in the video, and at end of the lecture, you will be able to design a filter using Chebyshev approximation. And to design a filter using Chebyshev approximation, we need to find the order n of a filter and the transfer function h of s. So in the numerical displayed on your screen, they have given us the passband attenuation as 3 dB, stopband attenuation as 16 dB, passband frequency as 2000 pi radian per second, and stopband frequency as 4000 pi radian per second. And we need to determine the order of the filter using Chebyshev approximation. We also need to find the transfer function h of s. We will start by noting down the given details. As mentioned in the question, we have the passband attenuation alpha p as 3 dB per 3 dB. Also mentioned in the question is passband frequency omega p 2000 pi radian per second. So first we have noted down the specification for passband, that is the passband attenuation alpha p, which equals 3 dB, and passband frequency omega p, which equals 2000 pi radian per second. After this, we have to note the specifications given for stop band. So in the question they have mentioned alpha s stop band attenuation as 16 dB and omega s stop band edge frequency as 4000 pi radian per second. Once we have noted down these given specifications, the next step would be to compute the order of a Chebyshev filter. Once we have noted down the given specifications, the next step is to find the order of a filter. And as you are aware, order of a filter is denoted by the term n. The formula to compute the order for a Chebyshev filter is as displayed on the screen: cos hyperbolic inverse under square root 10 raised to 0.1 multiplied by alpha s, the whole term minus 1, divided by 10 raised to 0.1 multiplied by alpha p, this term minus 1, divided by cos hyperbolic inverse of omega s divided by omega p. So using this formula, you need to compute order for a Chebyshev filter. Now the next step would be, once you have the formula to compute the order, you need to substitute the given data in this formula. I will leave the simplification steps up to you. Once we substitute the given data in this formula, we get order as 1.91. So the next step, or the step 2 in this numerical, is to round off the order to the next higher integer. In the previous step, we had got order n as 1.91. So we need to round off that order to the next higher integer. Therefore, the order of the filter will be 2. So for rest of the computations in the numerical, you have to use capital N as 2. As mentioned during the initial part of this numerical, we have to find the order of a filter, and after finding the order of a filter, we need to compute the transfer function h of s. Typically, a transfer function h of s consists of two terms. First is the numerator term and second is the denominator term. Okay, so transfer function h of s consists of two terms. One is the numerator term and other is the denominator term. So in the numericals of Chebyshev filter, we have a different process to calculate numerator and a unique process to calculate the denominator. In order to find the denominator of the transfer function, we need to find the values of minor axis and major axis of ellipse. These values can be found as shown below. First, we need to calculate the value of epsilon, and epsilon is given as 10 raised to 0.1 multiplied by alpha p minus 1, the entire term raised to 0.5. Once we substitute the value of alpha p, we get epsilon as 1. Once we have the value of epsilon, next we need to find another variable mu, which is defined as epsilon raised to minus 1 plus under square root 1 plus epsilon raised to minus 2. Once we substitute the value of epsilon in this equation for mu, we get mu as 2.414. Once we have the value of mu, the next step would be to compute the major and minor axis of ellipse. The minor axis is defined as A, or minor axis is denoted as A, and major axis is denoted by B. The minor axis A can be computed using the formula displayed on the screen. A equals omega p into mu raised to 1 by n minus mu raised to minus 1 by n, the entire term divided by 2. Once we substitute the values for omega p and mu in the equation for A, we get the minor axis as 910 pi. Once we have the value of minor axis, next step would be to compute the value of major axis, which is denoted by B. The formula to compute the value of major axis is displayed on the screen. Once you substitute the values, that is omega p and the value of mu, you get the value of major axis B as 2197 pi. So with us we have two values, value of A and the value of B. Once we have the values of A and B, the next step would be to calculate poles of a Chebyshev filter. The poles of a Chebyshev filter is denoted by Sk, and it is given as A cos phi k plus JB sine of phi k, where k takes a value from 1 to n, and phi k is given by pi divided by 2 plus 2k minus 1 into pi divided by 2n. And in the current numerical, k takes a value of 1 and 2. Based on the formula, we will find phi 1 and phi 2. As I mentioned, in this numerical, we have got order as 2. So we need to find only two angles, that is phi 1 and phi 2. By using this identity, or by using this formula, we get value of phi 1 as 135 degrees. Similarly, we get value of phi 2 as 225 degrees. Once we have the value of phi 1 and phi 2, next step would be to calculate the poles S1 and S2. So S1 is given as A cos phi 1 plus JB sine of phi 1. Therefore, we need to substitute the value of A and phi 1. After doing so, we get the first pole S1 as minus 643.46 pi plus J 1554 pi. On a similar basis, we need to find the value of second pole S2. Once we have the values of two poles, the next step would be to compute the denominator of h of s for order 2. And for order 2, the denominator is given as s minus s1 multiplied by s minus s2. So in this equation, now we need to substitute the two poles obtained in previous step. So wherever we have S1, we need to substitute the value of S1, and here we need to substitute the value of S2. So the simplification step is left for you all to do. Upon simplification, we get the denominator of h of s as s square plus 1287 pi s plus 1682 square multiplied by pi square. Once we have the denominator of h of s, next step would be to find the numerator of h of s. Since in the given numerical, the value of order n is even, to find the numerator, we substitute s equals 0 in denominator polynomial and divide the result by square root of 1 plus epsilon square. We have the denominator polynomial as s square plus 1287 pi s plus 1682 square into pi square. Now in this denominator polynomial, we have to put wherever there is s, we have to substitute it as 0. Once we do that, we get the value as 1682 square multiplied by pi square. As mentioned in the previous slides, after substituting value of s as 0 in the denominator polynomial, we have to divide the result by square root of 1 plus epsilon square. Therefore, the numerator of h of s, is given as 1682 square multiplied by pi square divided by 1 plus epsilon square. So value of epsilon is 1. Therefore, we have square root of 1 plus 1. Upon simplification, we get the numerator of h of s as 1414.38 square multiplied by pi square. The final step in the numerical of Chebyshev filter design is to write the transfer function h of s. As in the previous step, we have computed the value of numerator separately and the value of denominator separately. So here, to form h of s, we have to write the value of the numerator which we have computed and the value of denominator which we have computed. So this completes the numerical of Chebyshev filter design.